The seed is there to help you determine what the future, the type of future you want. When you have a seed in your hand, you have the ability to predict the future. You have the ability to determine the future. Isn't that powerful? You don't need somebody to read your palm and tell you how your future is going to look like. You have it in your hands. You have control over it. And that is why we said, don't eat your seed. Don't eat your seed. If you eat your seed, you are eating your future. You are eating the increase. And we also said, don't give your seed away. Don't give it to the poor. Don't give your seed. If it's a seed, the seed only knows one language: the soil. If you don't put the seed in the soil, the seed is not going to multiply. Please listen to it. Listen to this and listen to it very carefully. It may be very simple, yet it is profound. We are told that as long as the earth endures, seed time, harvest time, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night will never cease. In other words, the future is predictable. You can know what is happening. You've been given the answers to the exam already. Seasons are predictable. That is why they seed time. When it's seed time, you plant. If you plant during the seed time, you're going to harvest. It's not a guess game. It's not a game of chance. You have been told what is going to happen. The future has been predicted to you already. There is daytime, there is nighttime. You walk in the day, you plant in the day. Please make sure you obey these basic principles and your life is going to turn out all right. And the other scripture that we've been dwelling on is the fact that you should not be deceived. In Galatians 6, 7, and 8, it says that, do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatever a man sows, that he will also reap. For he who sows to the flesh will of the flesh reap corruption, but he who sows to the Spirit will of the Spirit reap everlasting life. You should not deceive yourself. What you sow is what you're going to get. We're going to spend some time talking about this principle in depth, but today we're looking at the seed. We're looking at the seed. Last time we said sow in tears. This planting time is a difficult time. It's a time of lack. It's a time of scarcity. It's a time of hunger. However, you must sow. It's difficult. You must sow. If you want to reap, you have to sow. There is no other way around it. Make sure you are planting. And now today, I promise that we're going to talk a little bit about how do you know what to sow? How do you identify if you have a seed or not? And with that identification comes the determination of how much harvest you're going to get. You know, most of us always, people complain, I don't have. They look around, they think some people are multiplying and growing because they have a lot. That is not the issue. Now you have to understand this. If you want to reap, you need to sow. And everybody has been given a seed. In every farming community, when it is harvest time, the farmers put aside a certain portion of the harvest as seed for next season. In other words, they believe that they have control over the outcome that is going to happen in the future. They realize that they're going to be part of determining what they're going to harvest. And that is why they keep aside a portion of their harvest as seed. Every money that enters your hand, every money that you earn, every dollar, every pound, every euro, whatever currency you are using, when money enters your hand, part of the money is for your bills and upkeep, and part of the money is a seed that you need to sow. Make sure you don't spend all your money. If you spend all your money and you don't keep a certain portion aside to invest it, you can invest in a business, invest in real estate, whatever, buy stocks, that's discussion for another day. If you spend all your money, you are eating your future. There is a portion of it that is meant for you to invest. There's a portion of it that is a seed. Don't give that one away. Don't eat it. Make sure you're going to invest it. Now you may be wondering, okay, how do I know what quantity of seed to keep aside? I'm not going to give you any numbers to say that, oh, if you earn your money, invest 5% or 10% or 20% or 30%. That is not me to make it up for you. Whatever resources you have, all the time that you have, make sure you're using part of it to invest. And there is a scripture here that is going to guide us today when we're trying to determine what quantity or what amount should we put aside as a seed. We are told in 2 Corinthians 9:6 that, remember this, whoever sows sparingly will also reap sparingly, and whoever sows generously will also reap generously. In other words, do you want a lot of return? If you look behind me here, I plowed and planted this maize, and whatever I'm going to harvest is going to be determined by how much I planted. It's not magic. It's basic, it's simple, it's straightforward. If you want a lot, you need to plant a lot. So if you want a lot of return, then you should invest more. That is going to be left to you. What type of abundance do you want? Is now on you. Then go ahead and sow accordingly. Sow bountifully. I'm here to encourage you to sow bountifully. If you want a future of success, a future of increase, a future of abundance, make sure you're sowing bountifully. It says here that one gives freely, yet gains even more. Another withholds what is right only to become poor. Can it be you are poor because all the resources that get into your hand, you keep them, you don't invest, you don't plant? Can that be the case while you are poor? If you want to see multiplication, the multiplication is in the seed. And the number of seeds that you plant is going to determine how much increase, how much harvest you are going to get. Remember this. The only language a seed knows is the soil. The only language, the only response that a seed knows is putting it in the soil, allowing the elements, the sun, water, and heat to do their work and turn that seed into a bountiful harvest for you. If you want increase, you must let your seed die. You must let your seed get out of your hand. That means you have to be willing to take risks. That means you have to be willing to let go that which you are trying to hold tightly. Let go of that seed. Don't spend all your money. Invest some of it. That's how you're going to be sleeping, and that money is going to be growing for you. I mentioned how when I've been teaching my kids this lesson, when you earn money and you have something that you want to buy, except it's a matter of life and death, don't use your hard-earned money to buy it. You have to delay gratification. Yes, there's something like that called delay gratification. And we live in a time where people want everything to happen instantaneously. They don't want to wait. But when it comes to planting and reaping, you have to wait. You have to be patient. See, I planted the corn and the beans and the okra and many other crops here. They are not ready. I have to wait. You got to wait and allow time to do its thing. And that is why when money enters your hand, don't spend all of it. If you want to buy something, if that thing is not a matter of life and death, wait. Invest that money, and when